Right, here's a good question. You're asked to solve for values of x that'll make this statement true. So the first thing I need to do is isolate a radical. So I have to get rid of this 3. So subtract 3 on both sides. So I have root x plus 9 is equal to x minus 3. So I have to isolate, I guess that would be my rule for there, isolate the radical. Then I can use the principle of squares. Principle of squares. So I can take each side, because what I want to do is I want to get at that x, and right now the square root is bothering me. So I can take this side and square it, and I can do that as long as I take the other side and also square it. So on the left side, the square and the square root cancel, leaving me with just x plus 9. But on the right-hand side, I've got x minus 3 squared, which isn't just, like if I have x minus 3 squared, that's not equal to just x squared plus 9. Not. What you have to do is you have to rewrite 2 of them and then multiply them out. So FOIL or use the distributive property. So x times x is x squared minus 3x minus another 3x plus 9 is equal to x plus 9. Now, taking stock of what I have a quadratic. So anytime I have a quadratic, I want to make it equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract x on this side and subtract 9. I can do that as long as I subtract an x over here and also subtract a 9 over here. So now I have 0 is equal to x squared, and then I have minus 3 minus another one. That'd be minus 7x. Plus 9, oh, they cancel. So I'm left with that. 0 is equal to x squared minus 7x. Now what I want to do is, what I want to do is factor that. Since there's only 2 terms, I'll look for a common factor, which is x. And so I have, if I factor an x out, I get x times x minus 7. Now, according to the 0 property, anything multiplied by something else gives you 0. Either a is 0 or b is 0. So here I can write either x is 0 or x minus 7 is 0. So in this case, 0 is an answer. And over here, if I add 7 on both sides, I get x is equal to 7. One thing that I went through in the video is with radical equations, you always want to check your answer. So let me go back and see what I've got there. So my equation is x plus 9 plus 3 is equal to x. So let's just check each of those. I'll use a different color. I'll do it here just so I can see the question at the same time. So I have square root of x plus 9, plus 3 is equal to x. I'm just going to write that out twice because we have 2 answers that we have to check. Plus 3 is equal to x. Notice I'm going right back to the original equation. I'm not going to anything that I did some work on. I'm going right back to the original. So let's try 0. So let's put a 0 in everywhere we see an x. So I have 0 plus 9 plus 3 is equal to 0. So 0 plus 9 is 9. The square root of 9 is 3. And 3 plus 3, not equal to 0. So therefore, x is equal to 0 is not an answer. Let's see if 7 works. So square root 7 plus 9 plus 3 is equal to 7. 7 plus 9 is 16. So square root of 16 plus 3, is that equal to 7? Square root of 16 is 4. 4 plus 3, there we go. That one works out. So my answer to that question is just 7.